Hey guys, I'm El-Ruth and welcome back to my lifestyle channel. Today I thought I would do a law Q&A just because I've had so many law questions and some of them I thought would be best for me to answer them in a video to you. So let's just get straight into this video. The question I get a lot on this channel is why I chose to do law. There was lots of reasons why I chose to do law, so I tried to narrow them down to the main points, which is 1, my teachers told me I'd be really good at it. 2, I'm really good at the things that you need to do to be a lawyer. So like being able to network and communicate well and being good with people and debating society, I did a lot and I'm really good at that. But those things you do not need necessarily to do a law degree. A law degree and working as a lawyer is very different. It is like black and white. I didn't just wear that top to say that, but seeing as I have this on, they're very different, very contrasting, very, very different. A law degree and the job of a lawyer is very different. Another thing is that I just felt that that is what God wanted me to do, is do a law degree. So that is what I chose to do. Another question I was asked was, who do I think a law degree would suit? Like what type of person, in my opinion? So a lot of different people do law, a variety of people do law. In fact, people will tell you in when you come visit a uni that law can be done by everybody. No, law can be done by everybody, but I definitely think it suits a type of person. And this type of person would be somebody who is very self-motivated and self-driven. They do not need their teachers chasing them, because your teachers won't be chasing you in the law degree. They do not need to be spoon-fed. They can motivate themselves to get through masses of reading. I'm not a person, I literally should be doing this degree. Maybe, I don't know. But like, they can get through masses of reading without anyone else motivating them because they are motivating themselves. Law degree, you have a very limited amount of contact time with everything which you think, oh, what am I paying for? Because all the time, majority of your time, like I said in my other video, I'll link it up to the video I talk about how much work you do in law, but like, is just on your own, reading your books. You need to be the sort of person who is happy to spend that much time at home, who basically is a bit of, just doesn't have to be completely introverted, because I'm not completely introverted, but like who is happy and content being on their own, in their books, doing their reading. Those are the type of people who I think will excel in law, and the law degree in a Russell Group uni anyway is suited for those type of people. Another question I was asked was whether a person with a stutter would struggle to get a job as a lawyer. So I've done a lot of things in work experience, and you know, when you actually get into the world of law, not a law degree, different things, but like there's a diverse type of people, because different people can do a job of a lawyer. And you know, I think maybe, if I'm being honest, it would be harder because some people might be reluctant, because a lot of things is communicating with clients. They might be reluctant to hire you if you have a stutter, depending on how bad the stutter is. But it all depends on how driven you are to succeed. There'll be people who want to hire you just because you're probably the most intelligent or the best candidate they have. Just because you have a stutter, I don't think they'd be that shallow to then not employ you. So you just have to be motivated enough to not just let one rejection, if you do get a rejection, hold you back from keep applying for other law firms. So you just do you, and you'll succeed, because people love when people are determined to succeed. And just make sure that you try hard with your subjects as well, and that you are definitely the best candidate regardless of the stutter. I was asked a lot of questions involving the US, which I can't answer properly, I'm sorry, because I don't live in the US. And I think one of the questions, the recurring questions I was asked was, what should you guys do your undergraduate major in? I'm not even sure what that is, but I assume it's something you do before law school. If not, then I just say law. But I guess things like history, anything that's got a lot of reading, English would benefit you if you like writing essays, politics maybe, just anything that is book heavy, as in not necessarily textbooks heavy, but like as in a lot of reading and, a lot of essays, then that would be good for you to do before doing law, if that's what an undergraduate major is. I'm sorry if it isn't, I tried. Final question I'm going to answer today is for a 13-year-old girl, which you all benefit from hearing as well. I can't remember what her name is, and I'm so sorry, but she commented on my video saying that she is 13 and she knows already that she wants to do law, and what can she kind of do at such a young age. And she was a little bit embarrassed that she's so young. I don't know why are you embarrassed that you know what you want to do? Like, of course, I think you probably will change your mind, just like I changed my mind about a lot of things, but there's people finishing their degree who still don't know what they want to do. So just be proud of that, like own that you know, you have an idea of what you want to do. Anyway, to answer your question, what can you be doing? And this is what I did, which is building up a beautiful portfolio. Then anyone does this. I mentioned it in my networking video, so go and check that out and have a look at my portfolio, because I can't find it right now. But what I do is every little thing you do, whether it's sports or whether anything you get a certificate for, basically, put it in a portfolio. Be intentional with that. Any work experience that you get, make sure, whether even when I worked in a hotel, I got them to do this as well, let alone just law, is write down what they thought about you, what they thought about your character, and how it was for them, for that company or business having you for a week, and put it in this portfolio. Therefore, when you go, so when I used to go to networking sessions where everyone was at least 18 and over, and I was about 16, about 15, 16, is that these law firms look at me and be like, oh, well, we're definitely not going to be able to employ you for ages because you still got to study, so why should they have you? And I have this portfolio, I show them what I'm like. I'm driven, that I'm a rounded person, that I persevere, and all this stuff that people have said about me, and all of my achievements. And they did offer me work experience, which is how I ended up getting work experience at such a young age in different places. And I do not stop applying for things. I wasn't somebody who thought if I didn't hear back or if I got a rejection that, oh, it's just because of my age. I was determined to show them that I was the best. The problem is when people go to networking sessions, and I feel like I'm talking about my networking video, is that they're always trying to prove to the law firm that they're the best and they should have them, which is fine by you if that's what you want to do. But when I approach any law firm or lawyer, my stance is actually no. I already know that I would be a great candidate and you would be lucky enough to employ me. So I put the ball in their court by them proving to me that I should be somebody who'd want to apply for work experience there. And that is how I pretty much get my work experience. It's just changing the tactic and being confident and secure, because you need to be confident as a lawyer anyway, so you might as well just start practicing now. So I went to a networking session a couple months ago, and I didn't go because I wanted work experience. I just went to go and chat to some of the lawyers because I'd done so much work in advance, because I started doing this whole networking thing when I was younger. I knew a lot of the lawyers there, so it puts me ahead of all of my peers. In my law school right now, I can confidently say that I've done the most work experience because I started from a young age. You starting now would be amazing, because anything that helps you look better than the rest of the people in your degree, then that's fine. Because now, like everyone else in my years, now stressing out, being competitive with each other, trying to get work placements, and because I've already done that, because I've got a lot of people who've met me in law anyway, I can actually just get on with my degree. So it's okay to start early, and be encouraged to start early. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that was helpful. If I didn't answer your question, or if there was something I answered and you wanted more information about, do comment below and give this video a thumbs up if you like law videos and if you like law Q&As, and then maybe I'll do another one. I will see you in my next video. Bye.